Okay, so what I want to do is try to talk about the breadboard for just a second in a little bit more detail. I wish I had a little pointer, but I don't. But the trade-off is you get a much better view of it. So I'll try to explain it by audio here. At the top of the breadboard, you see a blue line with two minus signs. Those are, in electronics speak, those are negatives. All of those pins that between the two negative signs are connected. So if you plug a negative lead into one of those pins, you can plug another thing that's expecting a negative, the negative side of an electric current on the other end of it, and it goes through just as if you were connecting a wire between those two things. The same for the positive buttons, or positive little holes there. The plus on just below or just above the number 2, number 1 is connected to the one just the 2930. Now you could reverse those if you want to, and you could have the positive plugged into the blue line and the negative plugged into the red line. That is more of a labeling thing. Just know that those little holes are across that line are connected, minus to minus and plus to plus, but not across each other. Now the holes just below that, 1J, 1I, 1H, 1G, all the way to 1F in this case, those are connected vertically in this case. So if you plug in something into 1F, say a positive lead, then you can plug something else that's a positive lead into 1J, and it acts just as if they were directly connected, which they are electronically. And the same goes for that all the way from 1 to 30. And that's really important. As you get into more and more of these little activities, know that because of the way these are wired up, if you need something to run through something else, say when you're doing the LED light, you've got to run one side of the LED through a resistor to the positive lead. Well, what you would do is plug that positive lead into hole number 1F, and then plug one end of the resistor into hole 1G, and then jump it over to hole 2G, and then plug the LED light into hole 3G, so that those things are connected, and that, I'm sorry, you would plug your lead into hole 1F, your positive lead. You would plug one end of the resistor into hole G1, the other end to G2, then you would plug one end of your LED into 2H, or G2 and then 2H, and then the other one into 3H, and then you would plug your negative lead into 3I. So that what you're doing is you're connecting them, in this case vertically, and you're not crossing any of your wires. And that's, for me, that's probably the hardest part of this, because the things are so small, and also because they're just so small, and it can get, until you get used to it, it gets kind of complicated. So that's the breadboard, real quick. I wish I had my little pointer so you could see it, but hopefully this will make sense to you. In the meantime, happy computing.